What's up? Welcome to Marriage Unmastered. It's your girl Sherelle and my husband
What's
Henry,
up? What's up, fam? How y'all
Mr.
doing?
OD.
I ain't hear that in a while.
Because I was been mad at you.
Oh boy.
But it's all good. It's all good. We're back. We're back for another week.
You know it. We are in the building, y'all. What's
yes.
up?
So, y'all, we gonna jump right in tonight and just get to it. This episode is actually When Joking Goes Too Far, Part 2.
Part 2.
You ready for this?
I'ma have to be.
Lord have mercy.
Go ahead. What's up? Talk to me.
We full transparency. This gonna be one of those heavier episodes because we gotta be honest, right?
Oh man.
Oh please, Henry, be for real. Yeah. So we had a rough week. We literally had a very, very rough week. So when we do this podcast, just to let y'all know, sometimes when we walk in the studio, we are in our emotions. We are either in something, just getting out of something, or carrying something over. So sometimes when you get this, it's like real raw.
Yeah. You will definitely get those emotions, and sometimes when it comes to the airways, you'll be like, "Dang, it sounds like they beefing or they arguing," and it be real, it be there.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how real this podcast is, because there's no faking the funk over here. We try to remain respectful,
Try
our best when giving the information and the perspective and how to address and open up conversations and open up the platform for us and for you all to listen, and just hope that y'all get healing from it as well and understanding of what happens in marriage, like, because it's not always good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, straight up. So like the whole premise of Marriage Unmastered, right, is number one, you could really master it. You're constantly evolving and learning each other and figuring things out. And so really just, navigating it in a way where even when you go through bumpy paths, you kind of end up still together, right?
That's right.
And so like we'll give you a great example of just what's just freshly happened in our marriage. So if you didn't have an opportunity to watch the last episode, we'll give you a quick snapshot. We ain't gonna jump too deep into that because that's where the emotions came from. But we was having a family dinner and we was all joking, and then the joke went crazy, and Henry
And some words were said that did not.
called me ugly. I just got
that she didn't like.
No, people need to know because.
Oh no, I get it. I'm just saying.
And so and initially it was like a joke, okay, but again, when we do this podcast, we bring it in, and I thought, oh, it's gonna be funny, I'm gonna bring it to the podcast, but I didn't get the reaction that I thought I was gonna get when I brought it to the podcast. So it's like, oh, it kind of caught me off guard, like, oh, okay, that's not what I thought was about to happen, like, which is a whole nother story, because what I will say, ladies, wives, be careful with the way that you expect something to happen and how it actually happens, because our expectations can be like one thing, and then our husband don't really do the thing. He don't give you the response that you're looking for, and that could throw you off. And so for us, it's kind of real tricky when we do something like that on a podcast, because that's exactly what happened last week. I didn't get the reaction I thought I was gonna get.
Keep it real. That's some good information right there. Like, be careful of looking for a response, because you might not get that response that you're looking for, and when you don't get it, what happens?
So what happened for us was, when I said it, like when I was repeating a joke, I was really repeating it like it was a joke. But I thought he was gonna come at it like, oh, my bad, babe. I knew I shouldn't have said, I went too far. That's not how he came at it. He came at it like, I said what I said. I stand by what I say. You hurt my daughter's feelings, and my intention was to hurt you. So for me, so now I'm like, whoa, hold up. this just went a whole different direction. That I'm expecting him to pull out some flowers, like my bad, babe, like groveling. You come at me like your intention was to hurt me. So I left out of here last week. Like, that's all I heard in my head. His intention was to hurt me. And so for me, I couldn't get that out of my head. And I'm like, I'm looking at this man different. Like, his intention was to hurt me. Like, you're supposed to be my safe space. You're supposed to be my security. You're supposed, like, you should never intend. I can see, like, I didn't intentionally hurt you, my bad, or what, but that was your intention. That was a lot for me. And so that's how we went through the week. Like, every day, like, I'm looking at you like, that was your intention. So now I'm looking at you different. I'm looking at you like, you're not my safe space. You're definitely not my security if you intended to hurt me. And so, ladies, I'm going to just say it like this. I was thinking like, how we going to get through this one? Just being honest. I'm like, I really don't know how we going to get through this one. Like, I'm like in my head, I'm praying. I'm like, Lord, I don't know how we going to get through this one, because I'm legit looking at you different. Like, you should never intend to hurt me under any circumstance. And then I'm sitting here like, yo, we were just joking.
Well, like I said before, I definitely apologize for the way it happened, the way it came out. Maybe using the word like intend was the wrong choice of word, because that put like more I guess, behind the joke.
Viciousness.
You say viciousness.
To me, that was vicious. That cut me.
I understand. And when I meant, like before, when I mentioned that, like, oh, I stand on it, like, I wasn't trying to say like, oh, I stand on what I said, that specific word. It was just like, I can't back up and, what do you say, double back when you say something and backpedaling, like I didn't say that. No, like, that's what I meant in my, well, I'm gonna just stand on it and just, own up to it. That was my perspective. I'm saying, and maybe it came off wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's not like I wanted you to like hurt when I said it, but I want you to be like, I said it like to like shut the situation up, like don't say that, like. But I didn't know it would have that much weight to it, and that's where that fault comes from me, like, because I don't ever want you to feel where I'm not your safe space. Maybe the door got cracked a little bit where it should have cracked in a little bit of the foundation, and that we can work on that. I can work on that. You know what I'm saying? But not to ever put you in a position where you don't feel like me don't have a safe space. And I mean, I grow from that. We learn from that.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely get it. I apologize.
Yeah, I get that you apologize. What's hard for me is I'm a very action oriented person, right? But so your apology to me was first of all, your apology had no weight at that point. Like, you already said what you said. You already said that was your intention. So don't apologize. Stand on it. But I think, hold on. But I think beyond that, I think it's like the boundaries thing too, right? So like, we've been married. This will be 11 years in October.
Mm-hmm.
And so over the past 10 years, we've been together really 13 years, but we've been married 10 years. So
yeah,
over the past, I'm going to just use our marriage years. Over the past 10 years, we've been getting to know each other's boundaries, and we know what's going to hurt each other. And I will be the first one to admit, when we first got married, I would say things out of my mouth that, I probably shouldn't have. But over the years, I've built up this like treasure trove. I don't know if I want to say treasure trove, but I built up this this case of things I know not to say to my husband because out of respect for him and out of the fact that I know that across a line that we might not be able to come back from, you
Mm.
know? So there's times where, and if y'all follow the podcast, you would have heard me say, we was arguing and I had to walk away. And I need that space because I don't want to say something that's going to cut you to a place where you going to look at me different.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like you would know those same things about me. You would have this archive of things like don't ever say that to her because I know that's going to hurt her. And so let's also be clear. The him calling me ugly didn't hurt me. I don't believe he feels like I'm ugly. It wasn't that, it was the intent behind it that hurt me. And I think that's the part where I felt like you should know me enough beyond the joke of the being ugly, right? Because I don't want to harp on that too much. Just to give you some context, this has been a rough year for us as far as, we've been through a whole miscarriage and, I've had to really like the way I look at myself, the way I look at my body, the way like, things that I can't do right now that I used to do all the time. So there is a whole subconsciousness that's happening on my end that he's very aware of, that if you call me ugly, that could potentially cut me because of the things, right?
But
So that should have been in your archive for me. Like you should have
but
known I shouldn't say that to her. It
so
felt vicious too. And I had told you that like when you said it, it felt like it came from your gut. Like you was waiting to say that.
my gut.
Yeah, that was
No, I wasn't. I
crazy.
wasn't waiting to say that. It didn't come from my gut. But no, I want to get back to something you said that I thought was interesting, like the boundaries. Like you said, you've learned my boundaries and stuff of things to say, or not to say. Excuse me. And I think for me, like that part, that for me that was a learned boundary. Like, oh, dag, that's a boundary that I didn't realize or recognize. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking away from like what you felt I should have known. Like for me, it was like I didn't know that would affect you like that. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, it was like, okay, this is something a boundary that you got to look out for, Henry. You understand what I'm saying?
I mean, I
Whether
understand
you
what you're
whether
saying.
you
I
don't
I
at this point in
understand
this moment.
it, but
However, for me, it was different. That was a boundary that I learned about you. Like, okay, you can't
who
approach it
calls
like
their wife ugly? Like in any scenario, that's just so. I still like even just replaying it in my head. It's just so wild to me. Like who says that to their wife? Like unless you're some like Ike Turner abusive dude. Like who really
not you
says that
calling
to
me
their wife though?
use the
Like
example of
even as
Ike
a
Turner.
joke, like that. Like why was that the thing that came to your head?
I mean, it was a joke,
But
and
why
that was
would
it.
like
You're asking
I'm just
questions that I
yeah,
don't
because
really
I'm
have
just
answers
like
to.
I'm unnerved. And your responses are throwing me like how you getting real defensive about it
No, I'm not defensive at all.
that's
Because
also
I'd
like I
already,
feel like you're not handling it right. The whole like I think it's this part that's been throwing me. Like how you handling it, it's like crazy to me. Like you should be groveling, not like getting defensive.
that's so what you're looking for, like that type of response, whatever you think I'm going to say, and you not necessarily hearing it, I'm not sure what it is that you want to hear. We've talked about it. We've
No, I know
discussed
that's why I
it.
need to back up from it because I'm getting mad again.
Yeah, like we talked
But I
about it.
think
We
I'm getting
discussed it.
mad because you be getting like I don't know. It's like I just feel like your responses be crazy.
It, it. I'm not sure why you feel that way.
Maybe you should play the video back and watch it, and you'll see
All I've said is
yourself.
that
Because sometimes you can't see
I've
yourself.
apologized and we've talked,
Mm.
and I was sincere in my apology, but you feel like I'm not.
So I guess the point of the story is like we really just got to be careful about in our marriages. Know your boundaries.
Mm-hmm.
Know each other's boundaries. It's so important. And and we're not perfect, so there may be times where those boundaries get crossed, right? Like, so I'm not trying to sit here and act like I'm perfect or our marriage is perfect. Like, it's funny though. Cause like literally like 2 weeks ago we had a whole podcast on like we're perfect together though, like, you know, all that. But it's just crazy to
I mean,
me.
I get that, but marriage is ups and downs. You get that. You get your happy
Mm-hmm.
moments,
Mm-hmm.
your honeymoon, and you get your low moments. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
you don't even know me. Like I don't want to be like
Mm-hmm.
you go to extreme highs and extreme lows,
Yeah, you do.
and it's like when you get to the highs, you be like good, but when you get to the lows, you be like, should I be married to you or should I?
Yeah.
You question like
Yeah.
what you said before God at that altar. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
change the fact that I committed to you and I committed vows and I said it
Mm-hmm.
before family and friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like that doesn't change. It's still things that I have internally that I may have to deal with, and this may be one part of it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That I can be a little aggressive and mean to you. Do I want to be? Do I ever choose, wake up in the morning and say, do I want to be mean to Shireal and say certain things that's going to hurt her? Absolutely not. But at the same time, it can be things that happen that I didn't know was there that brought it out. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? And that's a healing part on my end.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
you may not necessarily have to do with like the way I respond, but that situation said, all right, Hen, you gotta check yourself. Like, you can't talk to your wife like this. She's still delicate. It's certain things that you may say out of playing or joking, and it still may hurt her. And it may take her not a day, not a one, I'm sorry, not a flowers. It may take her a little while to recover. Like,
Healing
you never know.
in process.
You never know like the damage that can be done. Like they dropped the bomb, what, Hiroshima, and it took 50 years. I'm using it as an analogy. Like they dropped the bomb on a land, and it may have taken like killed out of thousands of people for that moment, but it took maybe like 30, 40, 50 years to recover from the lasting effects. Meaning like
I,
words that I say,
I get what you meant.
yeah. I kind of use it because it was like a devastating thing at that time. Or any bomb in anywhere. I, I'm just saying, like, I didn't know it would have that effect, and I apologize sincerely.
You
For that.
apologize for the effect that it had, or you apologize for saying it?
Don't.
I'm
take,
asking. I'm asking a question.
Let me finish though.
Okay.
Like I apologize for one for saying it, and I apologize for how it affected you and me, and the outcome of all of this. You see what I'm saying? You looking like
I hear you. I hear you.
okay.
I mean, healing loading.
Oh, good. At least it's loading.
We shall pray.
That's the loading part. That's I'm most happy about.
Yeah, it's the loading.
Yeah. So this is as you can hear and see, this is a very uncomfortable thing to discuss. One, because it's still like healing process going on. Maybe still a little bit of cloudiness in the situation. And the sky's gonna be clear pretty soon. But you know,
We hope.
they will.
Oh,
But
really?
marriage is marriage. This is what happens. And
You know, it's what's interesting though is like having to think about like, oh, I committed to this it sucks as a wife when you like, did I commit to this? I'm just saying. But I think what I have to do, and I think in any situation, any marriage, you just gotta go back to the basics and write that list. Do the good outweigh the bad, and almost start from the beginning again, and just try to continue to pray and trust that it's not gonna feel like this all the time. So that was our week, y'all. We have been healing. So set your boundaries. Make sure you having those conversations and know that in marriage it's not always gonna be rosy. And I think sometimes when it's most rosy is when the devastation can be the most damaging as well. Because I definitely never thought I'll be feeling like this right now. Like I thought we were just good. We were coasting for a while. So
we still good. Roses are beautiful. They still got little thorns on the bush, on the stems.
I guess the thorns are ugly.
And sometimes, shut up, Shireal.
Anyway,
Anyway,
y'all, make sure y'all check out our website. Pick up our book, 21 Habits of Love.
Mm-hmm.
It's on Amazon. It's on our website. It's about intimacy, y'all. So we'll get into that. Y'all know how to get at us, marriageunmastered.com, marriageunmastered@gmail.com.
That's right.
Thank you for listening, and we will talk to y'all next week.
Keep us in prayer, because we need it too.
Amen. Bye.
Peace.